Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Easton Industries. Well, guys, I'm back at Easton Industries today, and we are going to be talking about kitchens. You guys also do baths here at Easton Industries, right?
Yep, that's right. We do bathrooms, but we also do kitchens as well. That whole process takes us a day or even half a day. We have a saying here that have breakfast on your old, dinner on your new. One of the great things about it too is that we can actually go over your existing countertop. So as far as, with the budget's always a big thing.
Yeah.
With one way we can help with that is if you got Formica, we can go right over that. So that helps a lot with the demo cost. As far as the pricing with our material goes, we're priced right at around $35 square foot. So it's about the same price as you could get with granite. The perk with ours, like I mentioned in the bathroom, you don't have to reseal it. That's a big thing with kitchens that are granite is resealing it every 5 years. With ours, you don't have to. So,
Love that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a lot of thing that homeowners like to tell us when they get our product in their kitchen.
Well, there's a lot that sets you guys apart. You've been here since the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Been doing the same thing. It's a very unique process that I've never heard of before, where you guys actually are able to crush up the marble or granite, explain it to me in the real terms, because I'm gonna butcher it.
No, it's fine. So just the same, it's the same product that we do in our showers for our kitchens. So it's just breaking down that marble or granite rock, liquefying it with resinous acid, and then hand pouring it over a cast mold of whatever it is that homeowner wants. The great thing is we can do any kitchen in any color in any material that they want. So if they wanted to do their kitchen in Eastonite and their bathroom in marble or vice versa, you can do it. You can also do two different colors. If you want your countertop to be a solid white, but say your backsplash to be a darker Eastonite color per se, you can do that. We custom make everything for the customer per job order. So that's where we like to stand apart with our product and everything.
So you're getting more bang for your buck. You guys are local, and also in South Carolina, you guys don't have sales tax.
That's right, yep. So because we manufacture and install our own product, for any resident in the state of South Carolina with installation, it's tax-free. So right off the bat, we're saving you 9% on that.
But you also serve areas in North Carolina as well. It's not just South Carolina.
That's correct. We service all of Brunswick County, so Calabash, Tabor City, Supply, North Carolina, as far as all those areas are, we go all the way up there. And then we also go all the way down through downtown Georgetown as well, up to the Charleston County border. So if you're out in those areas and you want to come in, feel free.
And if you're here in Myrtle Beach, you can come by the showroom, check out all the different textures and colors you guys have here. You have a great showroom set up. But walk me through the whole process if somebody's interested in getting something remodeled, a kitchen, a bathroom, what have you.
Yeah, so the first thing we always do is obviously come to the showroom, see what we have to offer. Typically when people hear, granite or quartz, you can just look it up and kind of pick a color. With our product, it's different. It's, like I said, culture marble, culture granite. It's completely different than what everybody else has and is doing. So we obviously recommend you come in, look at our different edge styles, different colors, everything like that. Once you do that, we'll come out and measure things. You tell us what you want. If we have ideas, we'll give it to you. If you don't like it, fine. We'll bring the measurements back here, have them typed up and sent to you as a quote. And once you get that quote's good for a certain amount of time. From that point on, you come in, place the order, and we turn it around and make it and then install it. So right now, you're looking at probably about a 2-week lead time from getting a quote to us coming out and doing it.
Pretty good. All right. If someone's watching right now, they want to get in contact with y'all, what's the best number to call or website? Yeah,
so our website is eastonind.com. And if you're looking to just give us a phone call, the phone number is 843-448-2354.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Easton Industries.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined in the studio with Charles from Long Bay Symphony. How are you doing?
Just fine, thanks.
Awesome. Okay, tell everybody a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm the music director of the Long Bay Symphony, which is this region's professional orchestra. And you know, it's funny because as much as we've been around, I think, gosh, it's, and now I can't remember exactly, it's our 36th, 37th season. Wow. They're going to kill me in the office for not remembering the exact year. But we've been around a while, but for a cultural institution, it's not that long. And since people are, you know, it's so transient, people are constantly moving into this area from primarily the Northeast or the Charlotte area or wherever. And it's amazing how, in spite of all we do, people don't know they have a professional symphony orchestra in town. Yeah. So we do, of course, our traditional subscription concerts, classical things, and try to make that as varied as possible using, you know, ballet dancers and, you know, just as much variety as we can. But our biggest thrust over the past several years has been to do more diverse programming and more outreach. So we've done things like the New Year's Eve concert that we do and a gala, to, of course, Messiah performances in December. Also a Gullah to Gospel program involving a mass gospel choir in March. We've done patriotic war and peace concerts for the past several years over Veterans Day weekend. And so we're just out there in the community reaching all segments of the community, with a lot of those concerts being free, sponsored by the Chapin Foundation and other organizations. So that's kind of our mission, is to be out there and be a part of this community. And it's amazing, invariably after a concert, I'll have someone come up to me and say, "Oh, this was amazing. I had no idea we had a professional orchestra in this area." Which is sort of why I'm here today.
Yeah, we're spreading the word.
Yeah.
And these are talented musicians that deserve to, you know, get some spotlight on them.
Our musicians basically play in orchestras throughout the region, in the South Carolina Philharmonic, Wilmington, Charleston, you know, all of the general area, and they just travel. A lot of them are professors at universities, or, you know, so it's, you just go where the activity is.
I love it. Well, we're having a beautiful day today on Living Local Carolina. I'm joined by Kim in the studio, and you are from Be Empowered. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Okay, tell me all about what you guys do.
So Be Empowered Worldwide is an organization created to help girls and women walk in emotional wellness. And we do this in 3 ways. We offer education products, wellness products, and advocacy.
Where did you see that there was a need for an organization like this?
So the organization started about 12 years ago. I owned a child care facility.
Oh, cool.
And the mothers normally were the single mothers, because we had a lot of underprivileged children, or children who were socioeconomically challenged. I don't know how to be politically correct there, but and we found that they needed more than just child care. They sometimes needed someone to help them to speak up for things that weren't right, maybe in their housing, or to help them work through problems with getting the resources that they needed. So that's where it started.
Filling in those gaps.
Filling in the gaps.
How does that feel, being able to do that and actually watch these young ladies thrive?
So when I look back now and see the students and families that I was taking care of 15 years ago, and see that they're graduating from college and they're walking into great careers, it makes me feel good.
Yeah, I bet. Well, how can our viewers get involved and help you guys with your mission?
So Be Empowered worldwide.com. They can always go there. We have a GoFundMe page, so they can go there. Right now we're working on collecting or taking in donations to help us with our literacy program for the summer.
Okay, cool.
So that's our greatest need right now. So the GoFundMe page is all for that purpose. And what we'll do is we'll take the money, we'll buy books, hoping to give each girl a set of 10 books, so that they can have a book a week to read over the summer. And then we'll have online tutoring and conversation about the books that they read.
All right, lovely.
Yeah.
What's that website again so people can remember it?
www.beempoweredworldwide.com.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, I'm back today at the Myrtle Beach Colored School Museum and Education Center, and I'm joined by Cookie. How are you, Cookie?
I am well. How are you, Katie?
I'm doing great. We walked into this room and I immediately my jaw dropped. There is so much to see here, so much to learn.
Yes.
But tell me, where are we standing right now?
So right now we are standing in the Museum of African American History at the historic Myrtle Beach Colored School Museum and Education Center.
Yes.
So there's really several spaces, but the one is dedicated to the former students of the color school, and then this is African American history, where Doc Shee Moore serves as the curator, and it talks about or shares our life, the life of African American people in Africa prior to enslavement, and as dark, you know, as it was, it's part of history. So we share a little bit about slavery itself, and then some of the significant people, Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, you know, all of those up until current day, with President Obama, Vice President Kamala Harris, Dr. King, all of those, as well as a few of the many inventions.
There are many.
Yes, some of the many inventions of African American people. Then there's this display referencing athletics and leadership, and then more localized culture, like we talk a little bit about Charlie's Place, Atlantic Beach. There's a display dedicated to the 4 students who integrated Myrtle Beach High School on January 29th, 1965, and then some other localized firsts. So lots of information contained in this small space. And while the museum is open on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 until 12, you could actually spend the 2 hours in this space.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
There were so many things that let me ask you this. Were there things that surprised you when this curated collection was coming to be?
I will tell you, so I joined the team in 2017, so this was already in existence, but since I've been here, Doc continues to add, because as history becomes history, modern day, we add to it. But I will tell you, Katie, one of the greatest experiences for me has been educational. There's so much of this information contained in this room I did not know. It was not a part of my curriculum, you know, high school nor college. Got some of it, you know, at church, but the extent of what I continue to learn, and every time I'm over here, it seems like I pick up on something that I didn't before. And education in itself is right here in this room.
Very cool. And that's very apparent too. We were also talking a little bit about if people want to donate and help you guys out, how can they do that?
Yes. So we're continuously looking for artifacts as they relate to history. And so donations can be made simply by calling us, 843-918-1062, or showing up here at the museum and bringing those artifacts. Now, I will say that in order for something to be deemed museum quality or museum eligible, there was a curator, you know, for the classroom part, that a professional person, because, you know, some people brought their grandfather's shoes or their grandfather's hat, and while that is so important and so special, we did not have the space for it. So we just want people to come by and if they think they have something, but also for locals who have pictures from back in the day that they wish to share. We're creating some things at Charlie's Place, which is one of the facilities.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.